health and safety of everyone, face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth and be worn at all times, except when actively eating or drinking while stationary. Guests that do not comply will be asked to leave. Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, show me.
Please take advantage of every opportunity we have to offer here.
Good morning, welcome.
Okay. Well, good morning. It's Ed and Texas Takes. It is a beautiful Saturday morning. We are here at Animal Kingdom Live just to spend our final hours before our flight this evening back to Texas. So we thought we'd bring it to you, take a look at the park, and anxious to see some animals and spend our last day here at Animal Kingdom. So come along with us. This will be a rather shorter stream, and we may come back later on. So enjoy.
Evelyn, you're not looking where you're going, you're going to run into
Let's say good morning to the flamingos. And good morning. What am I looking for?
Kangaroos.
A kangaroo?
You see him?
I do see him. Oh, excuse me. Watch my bag's in the way. Let me see if I can zoom in on him.
Oh, there's two.
Just waking up. Okay. The advice we had from Walt from Mouse Talk was to hit the safari early. So we're going to see if we can potentially do that. Park opened at 8. Heather, what's the wait for Avatar, Flight of Passage?
75.
75 minutes already. Okay. Magic Kingdom was beautiful last night with the projections on the castle. It is a change new this year since they're not hanging all the twinkle lights as they have in the past.
There are so many.
Heather, can I get you to hold this for a second?
Tell me how they
Just switch the backpack. It's making my arms shake on the camera. Thank you. Your garland up. It'll be interesting to see how things go during the next week. I looked at the forecast, a lot of rain coming into Central Florida.
What are you saying?
So this is the line.
The line.
What's the weight state? 35? Somebody's knocking.
Thank you for visiting us today. Just a few reminders. Face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth and be worn at all times, except when actively eating or drinking while stationary. Guests that do not comply will be asked to leave. Clean your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you.
Welcome, Cooking. Thank you for that heart. It's a little more humid today, isn't it, Heather? Pardon me?
Would you want me to go ahead and put in a mobile order for lunch like we did last time?
You can.
20 seconds or you're going to.
Somebody's calling. Thank you. Thank you for joining. And folks are staying very safe here. As you can see, stopping at the distance. Complying with the mask. laughing over there, Heather.
Oh, he's gonna get you.
Browsing on leaves and shrubs found in Pyrenees forest and bush country. White runners walk backwards and adapted it to a life of grazing along these primitive grasslands. At first glance, it might appear that all zebras look alike. One seems no different from the other. In reality, no two are the same. Each zebra has its own unique striped pattern, much like human fingerprints. The animals of Harambe are wonderfully diverse. Each has a story to tell about struggling to survive. The cheetah, with the ability to reach speeds up to 70 miles per hour, is the fastest animal on Earth. Well, evolutionary adaptation has provided it with the means of catching fast-moving prey. It pays a price for its speed. The light-footed cheetah frequently loses its catch to a stronger hyena or lion. The African warthog is a favorite prey of lions, leopards, and cheetah. Its defense is high-speed escape. The warthog is no alternative to fire. It does not use the large apparatus.
Dangerous threat of all, poaching. To the poachers, these beautiful animals represent only profit. Rhino and elephant are slaughtered for their horns and ivory. Cheetahs and lions are killed for their coats. And antelope and gazelle are trapped in snares, their meat illegally sold. It is my job to protect all the animals of this reserve. That is why I ask you, all of you, to please join us in our battle against poaching.
Good morning.
Wamacho, Wajangili, Rohan, and Bocha. Only by
Good morning, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have fun.
Okay, I'm gonna hand this to you if there's something on that side.
Watch your step back there. Come on.
Got some leaves and some trees.
You got leaves and trees?
Yeah.
Okay, well I have Q over here.
Okay, watch your hands, arms, feet, legs on your right. Doors are going to close. Thank you, ma'am. All right, guys, as we say in Harambe, Tulumbe, that means let's go. Well, hello, friends. Good morning. Welcome to Kilimanjaro Safaris. A few things I need to go over with you before we head on to the reserve. The first one is just make sure you keep your face coverings on during our trip. I do ask that everybody stay seated while we're out here. This does include your little ones. And I also ask that you respect the animals. Please remember they are wild. They are not our house pets. We're going to be going into their home. I know it gets really exciting, but it is important that we just keep our volume to a lower level. Don't try to call to the animals or make like any kind of loud noises at them or around them. Parents, please keep your little ones from doing this as well. Also, food, go ahead and put that away. If you want to take pictures, turn your cameras on a sports or an action setting or use your burst on your phone. It's very bumpy out here and I cannot stop for every single animal. When I do stop, it'll be for just a few seconds at a time. So just try and have your cameras out and ready to go. All right, now for the fun stuff. So as we head in, first part of the reserve we're going to be going into is the Aturi Forest. It's really thick out here. Animals use their coats to help them blend in, like these bongos coming up. They're going to be, they're in front of us, like past the bamboo top of the hill. They have a rust-colored coat. Bongos are also known as the ghosts of the forest. They're very shy animals. You can see them as we turn.
Oh, there they are.
There's an okapi out on your right-hand side. She's pretty far over to the right. You can see her back legs. Such a unique animal, like a cross between a horse and a zebra. The okapi are not related to either of those animals. Their closest and their only known relative is a giraffe, and you can kind of see that resemblance in their face. They have the ossicones and the long prehensile tongue like the giraffes have as well. Now, on either side of us, we have some greater kudu. Those are the ones that look just like deer with some stripes. Fully grown male greater kudu are the second tallest antelope in Africa, standing in at 5 feet tall. But these three are females. They don't have horns. They are one of the fewer antelope species like that. And then there's another bongo back there as well.
See him back there rubbing his antlers.
Alright, since we are coming around to the watering hole, keep an eye out for a black rhinoceros on our left. Black rhinos are one of the rare species. There is less than 5,000 of them left in the world. This drop in their numbers is caused by deforestation and poaching for their horns. Some cultures believe that the horns have medicinal properties, when in reality they're just made up of keratin, which is what our hair and fingernails are made out of. I see one up this way on your left. He's just past this like pile of rocks. He's kind of an orange tint to him. Hopefully we'll see him again as we pull around. You are sitting up a bit higher than I am, so you should be able to see him just a little bit better than me. He's going to be further back to your left. Black rhinos do weigh about 3,000 pounds. They reach speeds of up to 35 miles an hour. This truck goes 8. So it gives you a little something to compare it to. They are solitary animals.
Okay, here it.
They don't like to be
Got the rhino.
All right.
Being a little. Alright, y'all. I'm not seeing anything else out here, so we're gonna keep moving forward. We're gonna head to the Safi River. It's just on the other side of the hill, and we'll see what we can find out. Nile hippopotamus in that back right corner. It's in kind of a strange spot. We'll head just around the river bend, hopefully find some more.
Yeah, laying in the water.
Now the Nile hippopotamus, they can stay submerged up to 8 minutes at a time. Fully grown males, they weigh in at around 5,500 pounds, and with as large as they are, they can still run up to a good 20 miles an hour on land. Oh, you got a whole load of them on your left, to the left of the island. That is what a group of hippos is called, a bloat, like when you eat too much and you get bloated up. The grayish-white birds that are hanging out with them are the pink-backed pelicans. With a wingspan that stretches about 7 feet across, they're still one of the smaller of the pelican species. Oh, sorry guys. By the way, hippos are nocturnal. They're actually inactive up to 16 hours a day. It's normal to see most of them sleeping. When they're asleep underwater and come up for air, it's the same as when we roll over in our sleep. They're not aware they're doing it. And if you look down here, you'll see one underwater. Walking around. Now, a hippopotamus is Greek for river horse. They don't swim. What they'll do is they'll sink down to like just above the riverbed, and they will walk. If you look at her front legs, they glide. They'll push themselves along, but they don't swim. Are you?
Yeah,
I'm seeing
I think
a lot
everything's on your side.
coming up. They're going to be on our left. Just make
Go
sure
up
you
and down
stay
this thing.
seated as we go over
Don't
this
hit the
bridge
lower
because
one.
these guys are real.
You see the alligators? Why is it
If
turning
you
that
ever
way?
laying with their mouths open, they are not showing off their teeth or waiting on food. That is how they regulate their body temperature.
Oh, there's one in the water.
The Nile crocodile, they can grow to be 20 feet long. That is as long as the tallest
I'm not
giraffe.
very
They
good
can
with
weigh
this
in
thing.
at around 500 pounds. It is as
double-click
heavy
it.
as a fully grown
then
male
center.
lion. And they are really, really powerful animals. Their jaws exert a force of about 2,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. They definitely have their intimidating moments, that's for sure. Take a look at this big tree coming up on your right hand side. It looks a little different from the rest. This is a baobab tree. You can call it an upside down tree. It looks like it's upside down, like the roots are on top. That's not the case. There's just no leaves on it, and it can stay that way about 9 months out of the year. Now we're coming into the Serengeti grasslands. It stretches for hundreds of miles across East Africa. It is the superhighway for millions of migrating animals each and every year, home to the more popular ones. I see everyone's favorite, the giraffes. There's elephants, there's lions out here as well. It is the wild Africa we're trying really desperately to save, and I'm sure you can see why. So there's going to be a giraffe coming up sooner rather than later. She'll be on our right. A lot of people's favorite animal is a giraffe, but not everybody knows there's 9 different subspecies of them, and every single one out here is a Maasai, named after the Maasai tribe. They have a dark, irregular pattern. They stand about 6 feet tall when they're born. They can grow to be 20 feet tall, making them the tallest land animal, and fully grown they can weigh almost 3,000 pounds. There are some African wild dogs out here on our left-hand side. They have that calico color, also known as painted dogs. Now, they are not related to hyenas or dogs. They are their own species, which is the canid. There's only 4 toes on each foot. Now, with a success rate of 90%, these dogs are the most successful predators in all of Africa, more than hyenas, cheetahs, and lions.
Kind of missed that.
You've got some cinnamon-colored animals on your left-hand side. Towards the back, those are the sable antelope. They are the emblem of the reserve. They were on the sign before we pulled in, if you were wondering what animal that was. The sable antelope are very powerful. They can be kind of aggressive and territorial. So if you're not one of them, chances are they won't get y'all a view of a giraffe. Hopefully trees are not.
Switch to the other side again.
Alright, I think she's gonna come first. Good morning. Now, though giraffes can stand 20 feet tall, they have the same amount of vertebrae as you would be. This is 7, and each of theirs can be up to a foot long. They do have the highest blood pressure of any animal. It takes a lot for their hearts to pump blood all the way up to their brains. They have really big hearts. They're about the size of a basketball. So if you see this older giraffe and this younger giraffe coming up on your right hand side, that is Dad and his son, and he is teaching his son how to neck. That is what male giraffes do when they're older in order to show who is the more, or figure out who is the more dominant one. So he's just teaching him. We have some Heartland zebras out here. The Heartland zebras are the calmest of the 3 zebra species. They really like hanging out with other animals. I want you to look at its neck. You'll see there's this piece of skin. It hangs a bit lower than the rest of the neck. That's a dewlap. They're the only zebra species with it. It's there to help regulate their body temperature. We know the Heartlands are black with white stripes simply by looking at their noses. The noses are black. And little guy over there, he'll be 2 in January. The gray animals on our right hand side are the wildebeest. You may recognize them from the Lion King. They have one of the largest migration patterns of any animal in the world. It can be hundreds of them at one time when they migrate, so they do come in great numbers. The smaller antelope on your right that look like s'mores, those are springbok. The springbok are the second fastest mammals on Earth. They are second to cheetahs, capable of reaching speeds of up to 55 miles an hour. They're fully grown. They stand 3 feet tall. They weigh about 100 pounds. They're tiny, but they're fast. Now we are coming into Monkey Point in elephant country. I do see an elephant coming up on our right-hand side. And keep an eye out for some mandrills on our left. Now, the mandrills are the largest monkeys in Africa. They weigh about 100 pounds. They're pretty small. They do have the blue and red faces. The alpha male in a troop will have the most vibrant face and backside. He is also the largest, so he's pretty easy to pick out. Right away, I am not seeing any. I'll try and get a better view of this elephant. If not, hold on, there's a mandrill against the far right wall. That's a female.
It's hard to see.
Yes, if we
right
can't
there.
get a better view of this elephant, then Hakuna Matata, no worries. We're going to the red clay pits anyways. See if we can find some more. Here he is. Perfect. Now the elephants do have a matriarchal system. This does mean that the females are in charge. After like 13, 15 years, males will break off from their herds, so form loose bachelor groups. Once they hit about 20-ish, they're going to break off from the bachelor groups and they'll go solo. So that's why you never see a big bull hanging out with just regular herd of elephants. Now if they don't go on their own, the matriarch will kind of just make that decision for them and tell them they gotta go. So they don't really have a choice. They're kind of like us. Alright guys, here are the clay pits. You'll see some footprints on the sides or test marks. Elephants eat it. It's full of nutrients for them. Look out here on your left. Look how close she is. See her little one just behind her. She's not a baby anymore. She'll be 4 in December. She's smacking her with her tail. She's saying she's probably trying to nurse, and mom's like, absolutely not. She just crossed her legs. So that little one is not as small as she looks. She's already over 5 feet tall at her shoulders, and she's probably over 2,000 pounds. Baby elephants are like the cutest thing because they can't use their trunks when they're born. Alone, an elephant's trunk has about 40,000 muscles in it. The human body doesn't even have 1,000. It's a lot to learn, and it can take almost 2 years before they have the full control. Eventually they can pick up something as small as a grain of rice. And fully grown bull elephants, they can hold between 2 to 3 gallons of water in their trunk at one time. Now the African elephants, they are the largest land animals. They can stand 14 feet tall and weigh in at almost 14,000 pounds. And one way we can help them is by recycling our old electronic devices like cell phones and laptops. Where they live is where they mine for the mineral that goes into those devices, and that mineral is coltan. It actually goes into the batteries. Now we have a flamboyant Braider flamingos coming up on our left. They are the lightest of the flamingo species. When they're born, they're gray. They'll remain this way for about 1.5 years before they lose all of their gray feathers. They get the pink color from the shrimp they eat, which contains beta carotene. So the pinker they are, the more shrimp they eat. Naturally, they are white. Good morning, Mary Ellen. Now, as we head further into the reserve, we are coming into white rhino territory. They're big. They can very well sometimes. White rhinos are much larger than their cousins, weighing in at 5,000 pounds. They are easier targets for poachers as well. There's some over there on your left. Because they live in crashes and out in the open. As you know, the black rhinos are solitary and live in the forest. If we can't get a better angle, I want to stop now, but I'm hoping we do. They can't see us from here. They can only see about 30 feet in front of them, so we're super blurry to them. They get scared easily. They act on it, and it makes them come off as aggressive, and because of this, that's what a lot of people think that they are. They think they're mean and aggressive. They have their moments, let's be real, we all do. Honestly, just think of them as like a 5,000-pound puppy. Like, what a dream. Yeah, I'll definitely stop again because look at those faces. They're just so cute. Their ears just tuning into every noise.
Zoom in on that. There we go.
And if you say look into your left as we pull forward, you're going to see a couple of cheetahs laying down about 1/4 of the way up the hill. They're in front of like the pile of logs, just up and to the left of the rocks at the bottom of the hill. Now, cheetahs are the fastest land mammals. They reach speeds of up to 70 miles an hour. There's another one walking around up ahead. They have non-retractable claws that helps the cats grip the ground for their speed. However, they're sprinters, so they only run for a few seconds before they get tired. They can get overheated pretty quick, so the speed just doesn't last long.
There's 2. All right, I'll pass it back to you.
Yeah, everything's on the left.
Speaking of cats, this big rock formation coming
it's
up
on your
lions.
side.
Kofi, Fried Rock is also Kofi.
We see them up
We
there.
don't even have to look for him. I see a lioness.
Hey,
up
Walt's
ahead.
here.
It's super nice out right now.
Hello, Walt.
So if you're looking
I
on
see
your
Mary's
left,
on.
she's going to be way over to the right. Ooh, there's a rhino up here.
Goodness,
I
good.
don't know if any of y'all actually watched the Disney Plus show about Animal Kingdom. Not yesterday, but the week before. They did the rhino.
Walt, you're right. The animals are active.
He's like over 5,000 pounds. Just fun fact. Let's get up to this lioness. She's checking him out over there, and then there's
Oh,
a
look there.
male lion and
Sam?
another lioness.
She's watching the rhino. And he's oh.
Oh, she's
Uh-oh,
like,
she
where's he
sees it.
going?
She's eyeing him. She can probably sense that he's agitated at something.
And there's the guideline.
I know the sun is not working with us right now. It's working against us. So lions are inactive 18 to 20 hours a day. He's demonstrating that perfectly for you. They will do the majority of their hunting at night. Their vision during the day is about the same as ours, and their night vision is 6 times more powerful, so it's easier for them to hunt then.
She's still watching.
I see a warthog coming up. It's going to be on our left-hand side. The warthogs are the largest burrowing mammals. I see some ostriches up the road as well.
Yeah, good
they'll
advice.
make the burrows, which are the big holes in the ground, and then they're going to back into them, and they do this to show off their tusks and scare off predators. Simba is Swahili for lion, and Pumba is Swahili for foolish one. So that's what his name means. We have some scimitar horned oryx coming up on our right hand side, and I did see a bontebok out here. The bontebok, a little bitty brown and white antelope. They're a relative of the wildebeest. Now these oryx, I just think they're so beautiful. They are naturally desert dwellers. They can go up to 9 months without having a single drop of water. This is because their body stores the moisture from the plants that they eat. They got their name because the shape of their horns resemble the Middle Eastern scimitar sword. You can see they have that beautiful curve to their horns. And yes, these are ostrich eggs on our right. The ostriches are communal layers, so everyone lays in the same spot. Not all of those eggs would belong to the same bird. When the babies come, everybody helps raise everybody. They have the largest eggs, weighing in at about 3 pounds apiece. It takes between 18 and 24 chicken eggs to equal one of theirs, so you could feed your whole family with one egg. Where you going? And they don't fly, but they do run up to 40 miles an hour, and this does make them the largest flightless birds. They're also a little misunderstood, like the rhinos. They're just very sassy, as you can see. She knew it. She was doing. She wanted us to wait for her.
Good detail, I agree. Mary Walt's the one that told us to hit this first thing in the morning. He's right. Animals are much more active.
Now coming into the glen, you can see we are preparing for someone new. Hopefully their home will be done soon. Anxiously waiting. The gates of the reserve are up ahead, and that does mean this concludes our safari, but we really want you to come back. No 2 safaris are ever the same, and the animals will definitely make sure of that for you. You just never know what you're going to get. Now it is all about trying to save and protect not only the animals we saw today, but animals all over the world, and it's not as hard as it sounds. You can do it in your own backyard, and it can be as simple as hanging up a hummingbird feeder, planting a butterfly bush, and it can also be as simple as recycling. We have to share this earth with the animals. Remember, it is their home as well, and at the end of the day, all that matters is that we can live at peace with them. They are sad and final. So I will leave you with this Swahili phrase. This is Kwaherini, and it does mean go well. So Kwaherini, my friends, enjoy the rest of your day here at Disney's Animal Kingdom, or wherever your travels may take you. My name is Emily, and it was my absolute pleasure driving you around today. Alright. Alright guys, watch your hands, arms, feet, and legs on your right. Doors will be opening. Watch your step. If you have questions, you are more than welcome to come on up and ask. If not, enjoy the rest of your day.
Hey, Emily, I just wanted to say you did a great job today. Thank you so much. Great, great commentary. Have a good weekend. Excuse me. Whoops, sorry. Yeah, she was good, wasn't she? Yeah.
You spoke so clearly.
Yes.
Yeah, you could understand everything. The turns you took yesterday. Oh my God, yes.
All right, I get the backpack. Okay, that was definitely much better than we've seen in the past, Heather. A lot of activity.
I want to do the trek with the tigers for sure. We didn't do that the other day.
Yeah. This is the gorilla pen, yeah. This is the backside. Good morning.
Right over here on the ledge.
Oh, I see it. Or see him or her.
Oh yeah, yeah. I see a fuzzy leg.
Yeah. Okay, it actually goes this way. We have to be, I think, what time's the flight? 5:30. So I think we need to leave here by 3. We're going to push it, Mary, every minute we can. You know how we are. It sure makes a difference in who's your guide on that
Yeah, she was really
ride.
good.
Mary said she'd do the same thing. Stay till the last minute. Mary, I think we were very blessed with weather because it looks like rain is going to be moving in tonight and tomorrow and most of the week next week. All right, I think we'll walk through the tigers and then we'll kind of stop there for a little while and then come back later.
Where are the tigers?
Left.
Like far
They're
away,
left.
right? There are definitely more animals out this morning.
Well, that's what Walt was telling us last night, is that they're much more active in the morning. And
We saw them all.
yeah, we did see most of all of them.
And close. See that rhino?
Yeah, we were, weren't we? Can't say I've heard Rudolph to this musical instrument. I don't know where you can get this soundtrack, Mary. But it is very upbeat.
Wasn't the DJI Osmo?
No, this is the Moza Mini Max.
Oh, how do you like it?
Love it. It's so light. And then you have your tripod right here that unscrews if you want.
Awesome. I
Yeah.
just got the DJI. I just learned
The 4?
the 3 actually.
The 3?
Yeah, it was a Prime Day deal, so I got a sweetheart deal on it.
Sweet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that one holds up to a lot more movement.
They said that was pretty good there, and then the app was pretty. The app has a lot of features too.
Yeah.
Hey Jeff, I'll
Yep.
take it. Well, enjoy.
Well, cool.
Nice
Well,
chatting
thank
with
you. You too. Have a good Saturday. I got it, Mary. I can hear you saying it now. And there is our tree of life. Heather, I'm just going to do a quick view of the water here while we're here. Well, the sun kind of glares in that direction. Look at the size of these to put it in perspective. And bubbles.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Happy birthday. Thank you.
Oh, here comes some characters. Looks like Goofy and and Chip and Dale in their little dinosaur outfits.
Happy holidays! Celebrating the most wonderful time of the year as they sail down the Discovery River. Go on, give a big happy holiday shout out to Goofy, Chip, and Dale.
Cute. All right, center it. Very good. Thank you. Have a good morning. I can see Reagan saying, I need to fix this thing up. Okay. You could spend all day just looking at some of the detail on the buildings, between the signs and other pieces that they found. Ooh, it's windy. I'm going to try to put, well, I have the one microphone cover since I lost your other hair clip. I'm down to 50% coverage. If you hold this on, I'll get out at least the one I have. Okay, let's put it on this end. So I owe you a hair clip.
Okay, because I don't have any more.
Since I lost the foam on the other end. Okay. Doesn't cover all the mics. Yeah, I know, Mark would have. He's probably still chopping wood. You know, he heats that house in Oregon throughout the winter with all that wood. It's a beautiful country though where he lives. No doubt about it. But they do get a lot of snow. Well, these guys are rather quiet this morning.
They really are.
Okay. Well, let's go through the tiger area. Another area with just amazing detail. Got touches of Joe Rohde all over it. I wonder if the little water fountain is on.
Little water fountain.
You know where you put your finger in and it breaks the water? Over here.
Probably not.
The dish, water dish. Oh, that'd be a no. All right, let's go see some more animals. Good morning.
Good, how are you? Welcome.
Thank you. Felix, good morning. You're not taking the air coupe up for a flight this morning? It's a big guy, isn't it?
It's a girl.
It's a girl. I'm sorry.
It's a lady.
It's a lady.
Her name is Tia.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, that was fun, huh? Now, when you go back to school, you can say, I saw a Komodo dragon.
There she is. She closed her eyes,
She's getting her sun on.
apparently. Okay. Felix said it's perfect flying weather. When's Reagan going up?
I have no idea.
That's good.
Those bats are in here. Those big bats are in the aisle.
Felix Reagan's getting ready for his first flight, stage 1 for his cross country. Yeah, they're so cute. All right. Though, I mean, even the fountain, look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful detail. Oh, thanks, Mary. Yeah, we had a, I'm showing weak signal even right now. It's not green. Oh my goodness.
Right there. Wow. Isn't he? Oh. Baby kitty. Right there. Oh gosh.
Oh, it's right in the window. Right here it is. Go to the window, Rox. Go to the window. Oh, that's the window. Come around. Stay over there by the window.
There he is.
All right, let's give other people a turn. Let's give other people a turn.
He's so pretty.
Rock, stand right there in the corner. Just stay in the corner. Now let this kid come up too.
I should stop moving the camera so much.
Look at me. Here comes a lion. Wait, or tiger.
Look how big his paws are.
Zoe, come up here. Yeah. Roxy, have Zoe come by.
Take a picture of his face. So beautiful.
These look like they're the same age. Oh, that on video.
Just basic.
Just awesome.
Roxy, look at him in the eyes. Look at him in the eyes.
There we go.
There's a true cat.
Yeah.
Clean his toes. He's so pretty.
Oh, okay. Enough of that. Yep, too late. You weren't fast enough.
It's not fast enough. Alright, let's give someone else a chance. That's cool.
Is it a Sumatran? Yeah, we're matching tiger. This is our 12-year-old male. His name is Melosi. What's your lifespan? About 18. 18?
Tell me about it.
That's pretty average.
Thanks, Mary. Have fun at yoga. Play some Christmas music in the background. That'll relax you.
That's stressful. People think of food.
So you got your tiger now. You got your tiger.
Okay. Yeah, I see you.
That tiger only knew. Dinner
Yeah, what's right
was
next?
just on the other side of the wall.
I think that tiger's fed enough to where
I'm sure that.
hunting is the last of his priorities.
If you're going to be a tiger, I think a Disney tiger's got to be pretty good.
Isn't this incredible? The detail. Hey, Dean. Good morning to you as well. Dean, if you just joined us, we just got off the safari ride. Walt from Mousetalk recommended we do that early in the morning, and it was a solid recommendation. The animals were very active. We saw more animals on that trip than I think any safari trip we've taken. Yeah, we just finished that about a half hour ago, maybe 20 minutes ago. And we were able to get up and close to one of the tigers. Yeah, just the murals and the detail here. You can spend all day and not see all of it. Yeah, I'm losing the connection again for some reason. Look at this one. Very colorful, very colorful. Okay, great. Yeah, it's telling me I have a poor connection right now. On the screen, anyway. Very iridescent. Danielle 81, well, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We try to get here as often as we can because, just like you, it's kind of our happy place. And how can you not get happy looking at these little fellas? Yeah. Well, somebody has a big old leaf. See how red those eyes are.
He's got a nest up there with his lady.
Oh, I see. Let me see if I can pan up there.
And what kind of birds are they?
They are called Victoria Crown Pigeons. Oh, there we go.
There he goes.
Whoops.
You are directly underneath him, Ed.
I am.
It might not be a good place to be.
So that's his lady. And he's bringing up another piece to build the nest out some more.
That he is.
Very neat.
That's cool.
Good morning.
Now, is she sitting on any eggs or anything?
I don't know.
You don't know?
We honestly probably won't know until an egg hatches.
Oh, really? You can't just go up there, that'll disturb them?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's probably kind of hurt.
We don't want to disturb them. We want it to be as natural as possible for them.
Sure, sure.
That's awesome.
That's the great thing about this
There
park.
he goes.
Yep. Look, I brought one more leaf.
Aw, look at that. She took it.
Yeah.
Aw.
Good morning.
That's cool.
And she's going to put, no, I want it right here.
That's what she did.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It is neat.
Look at there.
Okay, we'll leave them alone.
Thank you so much. Have a great
Yeah,
day.
thank you.
There's another one? Oh, is it? Okay.
It's not a huge deal, but I figure I just let you
It could be.
Thank you so much for that, Zachary.
My pleasure. Enjoy your day, guys.
Thank you.
too. Oh, here's Argus pheasant. It's back there at the spots. It's those really big long feathers.
Oh, I see him. Or her, yeah.
I think that would be a her, right? I might just, shove it through.
There we go. Danielle 81 was here for her son's birthday in September. We were going to be here in September. This is our delayed September trip, Danielle.
Look, there he comes again.
Looking for some more, huh?
There's one right here.
And we hope to make it towards the end of February before the extension on the annual passes expires, since they were extended. It is getting humid. It's feeling like Florida again. Okay. I think the next piece would be take a leisurely stroll through the backside of Africa into Pandora. To get a glimpse of the water and the sounds. Sound like a plan?
Okay.
Okay.
Order some lunch.
And then we'll get lunch.
I'm hungry. See if we can grab over to eat.
Let's go this way. See through.
think there's monkeys over here too.
They're still quiet, Heather.
Well, that last time I heard it was so loud.
Hey. Hey. I'm intentionally being quiet so you can hear the sights and sounds. You going to the bird adventure?
I have to park it inside.
Morning. It's not very busy at the moment.
Which means birds are going to be flying all over the place. Tuesday hangs out up here with me, but the rest of the show.
Oops, go ahead, please.
Are you sure?
Yes, please.
So I highly recommend if you guys have phones or cameras and you want to get some really cool photo and videos, have your cameras out at the start of the show. The birds move really fast and they don't wait for you to get that perfect shot. But if you have your camera out and ready to go, there are some really, really cool opportunities. So definitely have it out and ready. Now Tuesday here, she's one of the birds that we have
Thank you.
in the show. Do you guys know what kind of bird this is? An owl, yeah. Does anyone know what type of owl? Great horned owl. Yeah, I heard a couple people say, yeah, she is a great horned owl. It's one of the most common owls found here in North America. So chances are, if you're visiting us from Mexico or the US or Canada, you probably have a bird like this somewhere in the neighborhood doing lots of rodent control. That's their job out there in the wild, and they are really, really good at it for sure. And she's kind of showing off right now how they got their name, those little tufts of feathers on top of their head. That's where they get the name Great Horned Owl. But they're not horns, it's not her ears either. Sometimes we get that question, are those her ears? No, they're just feather tufts, but they do have a really cool name. This is like your fun vocab word of the day. Those tufts of feathers are called plumicorns. Plumicorns. Yeah, pretty fun fact, I think. So, Tuesday here, she is a great ambassador for her species. Hey, I have an idea. Do you guys want to guess how much Tuesday weighs? Does anybody have an idea? You can just shout it out. You can be nice and loud. I work with birds, so it's hard for me to hear sometimes. 8 pounds, I heard. 20 pounds. Thank you. You think I am much stronger than I am. I appreciate that. She only weighs about 2.5 pounds, so she's pretty light for her size. I do want to talk about what just happened. Did you guys just see that flock of macaws fly overhead? Yeah, that's our sister show called Winged Encounters. It happens 6 times a day. They fly groups of like 20 to 30 birds the whole way through the park. It's about a half-a-mile flight up to the front of the Tree of Life. And it's a really fast experience. They fly out there, the birds land for like a minute or two, and then they fly back home. So if you guys have a chance today to check it out, I highly, highly recommend it. It is beautiful. Really, really cool to see all those birds flying in. And it's kind of like a little pop-up experience. I don't think the times are in the Disney app, but I'll tell you guys, their next times are at 11:15, 1:15, 2:15, and 3:15. So if you're at the front of the park around any of those times, definitely hang out. It's a really quick experience, so it won't slow you down throughout your day, but it is definitely worth it to see those birds flying around. And we'll probably see them fly back here in just a minute or so. They can go wherever they want, so you'll see them flying all around the park. Sometimes they decide to stop here and hang out with us. There they go. Really, really cool experience. Oh, speaking of that, does anyone have Disney Plus? Maybe some of you. Yeah, have you seen the magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom? Yeah, well, if you saw episode 2, that show is actually featured, and they talk about how they train the birds. They show a couple of the new birds that they brought onto the team and how they trained them start to finish. So if you want to see any of the birds that were in that show, that's the show for you right there. So pretty cool. Again, if you're just getting here, my name is Lucy. This is Tuesday at Great Horned Owl, and we're just out answering questions, hanging out with you guys before the show gets started here in about 13 minutes. So again, if you do have any questions, feel free to just throw up a hand, interrupt me, and I am happy to answer any of those for you guys. Any questions as of right now? No? Okay, well, I can keep talking about Tuesday, talking about owls. I mentioned that she only weighs like 2.5 pounds, which is pretty crazy, right? If she were a mammal of this size, she would probably weigh closer to like 10, 15, maybe even 20 pounds. But birds are designed to be really, really light. So she's got a lot of feathers, a lot of fluff. If she were to be out in a rainstorm and get totally soaking wet, she would probably be about 1/3 the size she is right now. And their bones are a little bit different than ours. They're like honeycomb shaped. They're almost like a sponge. So there's lots of air pockets, makes them really, really light, which is important for them to be able to fly. Okay, so I'm watching the clock here. I got a couple minutes before Tuesday and I have to go. And then one of our other trainers, Nick, is going to be coming out here to get the stage ready. He's actually going to be bringing out a really long bamboo pole with a cup on the end, and he's going to be putting some grates up on those wooden posts behind me. And those grates are a treat for one of the birds later in the show. We use positive reinforcement training. Has anyone heard of that before? Yeah, I see a lot of you nodding. So the idea is when the birds do something cool, they get some of their favorite treats. So those grapes are a treat for bird at the end of the show. But I'll let you guys in on a secret. The wild birds in the area, like the grackles and the cardinals, have learned that this place is like a free buffet pretty much all day long. So we have to put out like twice the amount of food that we used to, and then throughout the show you might see a cardinal fly up there and then fly off with a piece of grape that's like the size of its head. It's really cute. Well, there's one of those macaws I was talking about. Yeah?
Where did she get her name from? Tuesday.
Where did she get her name from? Great question, Tuesday. So Tuesday actually came here to us on a Tuesday. So that's how she got her name. Yeah, we're not always super creative with all of our bird names. We have a lot of birds. So that is how she got her name, Tuesday. And oh, that macaw left. Like I said, sometimes they decide to stop and hang out. They're like guest stars of the show. So if you guys see macaws kind of hanging out or flying by, they're not part of our show here. They're guest stars from our other show, Winged Encounters. Yeah. How many eggs do they lay in here? That's a great question. I think for these guys, normally in one clutch, it's like 1 to 3 maybe. And they'll typically do that once a year. Sometimes I think they can double clutch. Some species do double clutch and some don't. I think these guys will, so if they can raise them successfully, they might have another nest. But yeah, I think about 1 to 3. I have to double check in Google, but. How long do they stay in the nest? You know, birds grow really, really fast, and that's all birds. So within a few months, the birds are usually fully fledged adults. So yeah, within like 2 to 3 months, probably they're starting to venture out of the nest. So it's not very long at all. Bird species, they're pretty much, they come out, they get all their feathers in, and then they're ready to go out and kind of be on their own. Yeah, great question. Okay, one last question way in the back here, and you're going to have to shout because I work with really loud birds and my hearing is not as good as it used to be. How old is she? Great question. Tuesday's about 8 years old, so she's doing pretty good. Owls like this in the wild can live to be like late teens, maybe early 20s. She has a lot of good vet care and people taking care of her, so she's got a nice long life ahead of her, which is pretty awesome. Okay, guys, I have to head off so that Nick can come out here and finish getting the stage ready, but Feathered Friends in Flight is going to get started in about 10 minutes, so all you guys have to do is just stay seated and enjoy the show. Thank you guys so much for coming to visit us today. Bye, guys.
Well, thanks for joining us. We're going to step in and see this show. And Heather's doing the mobile order for lunch.
You guys vloggers? You guys do it for YouTube?
Oh, he is, yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Texas Takes. All right. So Heather's doing our mobile order right now. That's very convenient. Definitely the way to go, and especially now. They like the contactless approach. So we're going to go to Flame Tree. Really like Flame Tree. It's a great quick service. Chicken, ribs, you name it. It's really good stuff. So we're going to swing by there. And that and Yak and Yeti, that's one of our favorite sit-down restaurants. Okay, I think we're set for 11:25 till 11:55. So that'll be lunch today. The breeze feels really good. So if you saw the parrots flying over, we have captured that in the front of the park. So it was really interesting to see them all flying. That many macaws flying overhead. It's really neat. Beautiful. They are quite loud. Our daughter has a conure, and he's much smaller than those, and he's very vocal, I must say, and very talkative. I hope everybody's having a good Saturday morning. Or afternoon or evening. So this show's changed, right, Heather? It had Kevin and who's the Doug. Okay. Doug's the dog. All right.
she's at work. So no, she's not.
Welcome to our theater. For the health and safety of everyone, please maintain physical distancing by sitting in every other row and allow at least 6 feet of space between parties seated in the same row. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. Please enjoy the show.
Because they came in contact with somebody on their team or the other team?
For your health and safety, face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth and be worn at all times while in line and during the performance. Guests that do not comply will be asked to leave. Please keep your party together, abide by the queue markings, and maintain physical distancing between your party and others. Remember to wash your hands frequently throughout your visit or use the hand sanitizer dispensers provided. Thank you.
Okay, the show should start any minute.
Cheryl, I found your shirt for August, but not white. There you go.
Just here for the snacks, all right.
That'll wake you up. Bird is walking up under the seats. There he is. Yeah. Oh, I gotta turn around. Oh.
Welcome to the Caravan Stage. My name's Scott.
And my name is Adam.
And that guy's name was Dixon. And Dixon's pretty cool, right? Recycling?
Oh, awesome.
You know, birds just like that and all the other ones you've seen kind of around these parks, including a bird that's not even part of our show, well, you know, they've kind of been an inspiration for shows at this theater pretty much every single day since Disney's Animal Kingdom has been open.
Right, and this is our favorite part of every day. It's when we get to share beautiful birds like that Invader Macaw over there. And any other birds too, some really awesome ones like these two. They're Rosie and Spoonbills. That's Troy and Ahmed.
Okay, well, Rosie and Spoonbills are pretty amazing. They get their names because of the way that beak is shaped, right? So they use it to dig into the waterways and dig around the mud and find things like crustaceans to eat. But those same crustaceans end up giving them that pink coloration, right? Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's cool. These are two pink birds with spoons on their faces. Nature is cool. But it just goes to show that animals like that have all sorts of adaptations to help them to survive, right?
Well, that is true. You know, depending on what environment they're from, they're going to have different adaptations. So case in point, Miles, who's up there, he's a trumpeter hornbill. And these birds are going to use that body shape to help with their agile flight, weaving in and around the trees of Africa.
Absolutely, and it's cool to talk about that, but maybe we could show them what that looks like, Scotty. What do you think?
Yeah, that might be really cool. So what do you have in mind?
Well, they already got an up-close look, but nobody over here did. So maybe we don't have any trees, so why don't we see if, like, maybe somebody can make a hoop with their arms?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah? Okay, two people from the same party who want to make a hoop with their arms for Miles to fly through. It's going to be really cool. Okay, you guys are already stood up and ready in the black shirt, so just keep that hoop ready to go. And then, Megan, do you have trees for Miles? Yeah? Okay, so then maybe he'll fly from you, Scotty, out to Megan through the hoop. It's going to be cool.
Alrighty. I know, you're not used to having other fans in the same tree as you. You see how he's kind of flying around? He's like, who is that? Who invited him to the show?
Yeah, that's a member of the sister show, Winged Encounters. It's kind of cool. It happens every hour on the 15 except for 12:15. And there's a ton of macaws that fly about a half mile. Totally worth checking out. It happens in front of the Tree of Life on the 15.
Very true. So, okay, your forest is right out there. Visualize these two folks as trees. Megan's in the back, buddy. What do you say? You think you can fly straight through it? I don't think that macaw's going to bother you anymore. You're perfectly fine.
He's not convinced.
Megan's that way.
Well, I mean, this is something that's kind of cool. We just, in the spur of the moment, trying to see if we can do it. But it's a great example of how these birds can fly. Because they're from the forest of Africa, where Scott said they use that big long tail like a rudder so they can maneuver through the trees. Just like that.
You know, we didn't even mention why they fly so well, right?
Right.
So think about this. These guys, they need to catch their food out in the wild, and that includes all different types of things like flying insects.
Right, and that's like one of the coolest things they do, right? They can snatch them right out of the air. So you guys want to see that, right?
Wait.
Yeah, so we got to show them.
We have flying insects.
No, they kept getting out of my pockets. So I made an invention that does the same thing, no flying insects required. Can we try it, Scotty?
I've got to see it.
Okay, cool. All right, you and I can socially distance up here. I'm coming down with you guys, so give me like 1 second. You familiar with these? Yeah, I got to put one of those on. Give me like 1 second. Okay, it's going to make my mic sound a little weird, but that's okay because it's going to be worth it. I did some crafting last night. I made something cool. Check it out. Anybody know what this is? It is a rocket launcher, but this one's special, okay? This one is a grape launcher! And I need somebody who wants to help test it out. Does anybody want to give it a try? Okay, right here in the orange mask. Come on down, man. Let's give a round of applause for helping out today. Okay, my friend, here's what we're going to do. Scotty and I, we're going to count down from 3. Got it, Scotty?
I got it.
Okay, when we get to 1, you see the X right there on our launch pad? You're going to step on that as hard as you can, and we're going to launch a grape up into outer space, and it's going to be really cool. Are you ready? You can jump on it if you want. All right, let's give him a countdown for liftoff in 3, 2, 1.
Whoa!
He got it! Round of applause for our Rocketeer. He nailed it. Oh yeah, take it down. Take it down. Exactly. That was awesome, Scotty. That works. I can't believe it, honestly.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad that it did because we've been trying to figure out how to show that off to all of you guys for a long time.
Well, that was pretty awesome, Adam. You know, we might have to use that more in the future. That was a great example of how that works.
He said we could do it again.
Yeah. Well, Miles, you did a great job, buddy. See you later. Miles, our trumpeter, hornbill.
That was great.
Yeah.
What's next?
How about another type of hornbill?
Great idea. Okay, another hornbill. Another who?
Well, I didn't.
You know what I'm saying? You guys want to see another hornbill fly through a hoop?
Adam, it's Sebastian right here.
It's fine.
Adam,
It's
this guy.
fine. We're gonna need a bigger hoop.
Yeah.
No hoops.
Sebastian here is a southern ground hornbill, and like his name suggests, they spend a lot of time on the ground. So he's looking around for all different types of things to forage. See, they'll use that really big beak to find, I guess today it's acorns. I mean, that seems like a fun game to play. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Have you guys ever tried to use chopsticks to pick up an acorn? Yeah, pretty awesome. But they also were pretty cool because of this. They're really good flyers. And, you know, he has tons of adaptations. Besides just that beak that he uses to grab his food, he has those beautiful eyelashes, which are actually just modified feathers. And that helps to keep his eyes clear of anything like dust or debris that might be out there.
Absolutely. It's really cool, but going back to the beak is like one of my favorite adaptations because they can use it to smash through a tortoise shell, but they'll even eat venomous snakes. So they'll pick up a snake, they'll shake it around, and then they slurp it back like spaghetti. It's horrifyingly disgusting. But it's super cool, and on top of that, he has nice sturdy legs that allow him to locomote gracefully, and we get to witness him reach top speed. Here it is. That's it. Sebastian the ground hornbill!
Okay, hornbills are a lot of fun, but let's move into the nighttime realm now. So quick question for all of you guys. Do you want to meet an owl?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, owls are pretty impressive. So, you know, they really thrive. I mean, some of you guys might have got a chance to see Lucy earlier with one of our owls Tuesday, a great horned owl, but you...
Hey Scott, guess what?
What?
Chicken butt. Chickens! Owl!
Oh yeah.
They're not friends, okay? You take care of the owl, walk the chickens home, and we'll leave the predator prey thing to Nat Geo. Okay, chickens, come here.
So the chickens are going to be fine. We're going to meet a very special owl called a Eurasian eagle owl. This guy's name is Archie. And Archie is one of the largest species of owl in the world. And as you saw, he flies all throughout the theater today. So make sure you always have your cameras pointed his way.
Whoa.
That's a pretty cool experience, right? Yeah, he flies really fast while he's out here. And he sees really well, too. But listen. These guys don't make any sound when they're flying around, which is a wonderful adaptation to help them thrive out there in the wild. And those beautiful eyes help them see and reduce sliding situations, so another adaptation that helps them thrive. Now on top of that, they have some of the best hearing in the animal kingdom too. So that's why he's always looking around and listening for anything that might be in his area. Archie did a great job. We'll see you later, buddy. Archie, our Eurasian eagle owl.
Okay. Chickens are safe.
Awesome.
All right. I missed the whole owl.
Oh yeah, you almost caught the tail end. Thanks.
Did you at least tell them all the amazing things about Archie, about Eurasian eagle owls?
Yeah. They're really smart. They're smart enough to survive in the wild, I should say. But they play a huge role in the wild because of what they eat, right?
Right.
Yeah, so they're eating rodents. They take care of the rodent population. An owl that size can eat over 1,000 mice in a single year.
That reminds me, that's a lot. There were a ton of rats here like a couple of months ago, too.
It was true.
Yeah, it was that.
Yeah, there were a lot of them around. But guys, what happened is these owls came in and the rats went away.
Right, yeah, so I was like, rats! But don't worry, because that rat problem's behind us now. Thing of the past. But they were around for a long time because rats are very intelligent. They are pretty neat. But we've been working with a really smart bird, and it's a baby. Do you guys want to meet a baby bird? Okay, cool. All right, so it's Truly. Maybe you can talk about Alceta.
Awesome. So Truly is an African pied crow, just about close to 5 months old now, I think, at this point. And she's learning a behavior where she comes out here, finds one of these masks that everybody's familiar with, and she does 2 different things with this behavior, at least ideally. We're working on the second part primarily. The first part is to come out here, steal the mask, and hopefully take it someplace else.
Put it right there.
Maybe further back.
And then you typically, take that.
There we go. Okay, so you can see why it's still kind of in training. That was the first step to try to get the right behavior. But
No, that was good. That was good. This is why we're doing the training session. But the second part, Scott's right. This has been the big challenge. We want to see if he'll bring it back. It's tricky, right?
Yeah, it is tricky. It's a separate behavior entirely. But you know what? These animals are incredibly smart, problem-solving intelligence. So these define.
Okay, you forgot it, but that's okay. We could just maybe go grab it from the back. Okay, you can cock your head at me in a confused manner. There we go, through the window. Okay, this is great. This is why we're practicing.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, actually.
You know, the more repetitions they get, the more likely they are to possibly learn from those past repetitions, right?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Well, maybe not.
Okay, that's all right. We should just practice this right after the show. It's good that he gets to see all of you guys, though.
Yeah.
So that was truly the pie crow. But do you want to see the difference between a crow and a raven? Okay, cool. Remember the raven that recycled?
Yeah.
Dixon, I've been teaching him how to do like this little spin. So maybe if you talk about training, we can do that.
Yeah, cool. And you can see really up close that Dixon's a lot bigger than what Truly was. And so what Adam's doing when he's training is giving treats to this bird anytime this animal does something that we like. Lets him know, hey, whatever you did, whenever you got that treat, do it again. You'll be more. No, you need to be over there with Adam, buddy. So if you want to go back over that direction, what are you doing? And why are you giving me a treat for untying my shoe?
Because that was awesome.
That was awesome. The thing is, these animals pick up on stuff really quickly, right? So if you give them a treat for any behavior, that's what they're going to lock in on. So if you give them a treat for untying a shoe, or if you give them a treat for doing that spin that you're working on, so that way we can do the... Seriously, Adam, see, this is what I was talking about. If it tends to happen again, he just starts getting better at it.
He struggled for a little, but he got there.
Yeah. Are you proud of yourself?
I'm proud of him, yeah.
Okay. Are you good so I can talk about some other stuff?
I mean, sure, I guess. I thought it was kind of cool that he just did.
Awesome. No, stop. Can you stay away from my shoelaces? You can't get them. I don't want you practicing behavior, so we're
from the
fine.
other side, Scott. What? You're going to need to get that.
Now, it's not a Raven-related issue.
Okay, this is great. Okay, awesome. All right, here, thank you. Check it out. I got it. It's disgusting. Okay, you come on. Get back through the window. Oh. Ta-da! Okay, we have a backup, right? Don't we have a backup microphone?
Backup.
Okay, yeah, we'll have somebody bring out the backup microphone and then no, Scott. Hey, Scott. I don't even know what comes next. Hi. Hey, do you guys like magic? Yeah. Okay, great. Me too. So that's cool. Do you guys want to be a parent? Yeah, okay, that'd be kind of cool. Give me like 1 second. Let me see if I can make this work. Hey guys. Hey, Lucy, would you maybe be able to bring out like Groucho or Keto or like help me maybe? Keto, yeah. Yes. Okay, you're the best. Thank you so much, Lucy. Okay, in just a second, one of the trainers from backstage is gonna help me be able to bring out a really, really cool parrot. But first, let me set up my perch out here, make sure my microphone's ready to go. Okay, this is gonna be cool, I think. Okay, Keto, here we go. Okay, everyone, I'd like to introduce you to Keto. Okay, so this is Keto, and she's a really cool type of parrot. I'd love to tell you what kind. But she can do that. But before we get into that, would you, okay, she's gonna eat that treat. But the cool thing is, see how she's using her foot like that? Parrots are really unique because they have 2 toes in the front and 2 in the back. So they can manipulate that foot around like a hand. It's so cool. But maybe you could give everyone out here like a great big greeting. Hello. Okay, that's super cool, right? Like I said, she can even tell you what kind of parrot she is. So this is Keto, and she's a double yellow-headed Amazon parrot. And they're normally found in the forests of Central America, but not Keto. She's grown up around people like her entire life. And she's learned some really cool stuff, like some animal sounds. Do you want to hear them? Okay, we'll start with a scary one. How about the big, scary tiger? Okay, one more. Ferocious. But if that was too much, we can do the smaller tiger too, okay? How about your kitty cat? How cute is that? Okay, and lastly, she does this one. It's like one of my favorite birds, and it's like from Australia. So we're gonna have to travel a little bit for this one, but it's a bird called kookaburra. And it sounds like that. And the animal sounds are so cool, but Keto could do like one last thing that kind of like takes it to the next level. And I want to see if she'll share it with you guys, but it's kind of up to her. So let me see. Keto, I think they're ready. Are you ready? Let's see. She's buffering.
Oh, McDonald had a farm. AI. Oh, and on my farm had a AI. Oh, here, everywhere. Oh, McDonald had a farm. AI.
Great job, Keto! How cool was that? And, you know, the coolest thing about that song is that it never comes out the same way twice. It's different every day. You know, she's actually learned something kind of cool, but that she's picked up from listening to all of you guys. And she does it when she hears like applause. So if you clap, she might do it. Do you want to try? What do you think? That was so cute. That was really awesome, but I think it's about time for you to say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
And that was Keto. Thank you so much, Keto. Okay, let me see if I can get her back to backstage. But you know, parents like this bird right here. They seem like they're a ton of fun, but they can be some of the most challenging pets that you could ever have. I know you guys can't see me, but you can still hear me. Okay, so parrots like that, they're not easy. I mean, most parrots never ever learn how to talk like that at all. And on top of that, a bird like that can bite. They can scream super loud. Most of us cannot hear very well anymore. And on top of that, a parrot like that could easily live to check. The backup word. I'm so glad you're back, Scotty.
Hey, you're doing great, man.
I was just telling them a parrot like Keto could live to be up to 50 years old or more, right?
That's right. That is a lifetime commitment, not gonna lie.
What comes next?
What comes next? We went a little out of order, obviously, because of the chaos there. So, we made a plan. You guys want to meet one of the biggest birds in the show? Yeah! Let's show him Ozzy.
Okay, great. Okay, Ozzy. He is an Andean condor. Check him out.
That's a really wet Andean condor.
Yeah, he took a little bit of a bath, but it's kind of cute, right? Okay, so Andean condors like these guys, they're amazing. They're found in South America. They nest in cliff sides, but the cool thing is, they're one of the largest members of the vulture family.
Well, yeah, we love vultures around here, because think about this. What's on the menu for a vulture? Shout it out. Dead things, exactly. So what happens is condors like Ozzy are going to come along out there in the wild and they clean up the messes, and in a way that stops the spread of diseases.
Right, so in a way we kind of call these birds like nature's recyclers. And if we all did a little bit more recycling, all in our own way, the earth would be a much cleaner place. But my favorite thing about this handsome gentleman right here is how cute he looks when he runs on the ground, especially when he's a little soggy like that. What do you think? The runway's open, handsome. Ozzy the Andean condor. Okay, that was great, Scott. What's next?
We're kind of back on track now, at least. So, yeah, we're going to talk about this guy up here. He's a crown crane. His name is Fraser. Fraser Crane.
Right, they're still trying that, Jeff.
Some people like it still. But you know what? This guy hardly ever flies down to me. In fact, he's never done it on stage. So, would you mind coming down to you?
Really ever? I mean, you've been working with him all week, Scott. You've been putting deposits in your trust.
Yeah, but he hasn't done it yet. So, I don't know if today's the day.
Yeah, but I mean, he kind of has. He like flew down really close the other day.
Okay, how about this? Let them decide.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Guys, you want to see if he'll come and fly down to me?
Okay. Okay, you guys, Scott's been working on this all week. We built a relationship with these guys through positive interactions. Every single time
he does that. He doesn't fly to me.
No, but that's okay. That's okay. I've got an idea. Okay, crown cranes, they get their name from the crest of golden feathers up on top of their head. And they're shaped like a corkscrew, so they stand up like that all the time. So I think you guys just need to connect a little more. So I made you something special and I put it right there behind the rock. I think this is going to help. Scott's been working on this all week. I think this will be it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, do you like it?
It's something else.
It's a crown of golden feathers.
I don't want to wear that.
What do you think? Should Scott wear the hats? Yeah. I like you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Guy Fieri. Okay, all jokes aside, you got your crown of golden feathers. You've been working on this all week, Scott, and I think you can do it.
All right, I trust you, buddy. That actually works. Hey, you think it was the hat?
No.
So, probably more the treats.
Yeah, you've been working with him every single day, and those repetitions help build confidence for both of you.
That's very true. Guys, that was Fraser Crane. That was special, thank you.
You're so welcome.
Well, you know, the show has been all over the place. A lot of fun, though, honestly. And you guys have been a phenomenal audience. Adam, I think it's time for the grand finale.
I think that's a great idea, and it starts with one of my favorite birds of all time, too.
Yeah, it starts with the national bird of the United States of America, the bald eagle. Thank you, everyone. This is Hope. And not too long ago, bald eagles, just like her, were placed on the endangered species list. Their numbers dropped so low so quickly that people really didn't think they'd be around for future generations to see anymore out there in the wild. But that's when something amazing happened, because people took notice and they took action. They started cleaning up waterways where bald eagles were fishing, but more importantly, they stopped using a chemical pesticide called DDT, which was one of the major reasons for their decline.
Right, so people like all of us, we made a huge difference for these birds just by cleaning up the environment, and we brought them back from the brink of extinction.
Well, yeah, that's exactly right, because everyone's efforts did pay off. The numbers of bald eagles climbed, and they rose so high they were taken off the endangered species list. Now that is a truly great conservation success story, but more importantly, it really goes to show the power each and every one of us has to help out animals just like Hope.
That's so true. It is a great conservation success story, but this guy right here is a prime example of another. This is Rudy. He's a blue-throated macaw.
Guys, blue-throated macaws are one of the rarest species of macaws in the world. Now, they're only found in Bolivia, but unfortunately, there are less than 200 of them left in the wild.
Right, and 200 sounds like a very low number, but it's not all bad news. We've been working very closely with a group called the World Parrot Trust. They want to reestablish the numbers of these beautiful parrots out in nature through a breeding program, where they release more to join up with their wild counterparts, so that one day, we might be able to see skies filled with blue-throated macaws.
Okay, well, this would be an incredible sight to see, right? And there's so many other birds with these stories too. That's a harpy eagle, one of the largest predatory birds in the world. And this handsome fella, his name is Rue. He's a knobbed hornbill.
No matter what it is, whether it's a blue-throated macaw, the bald eagle, or a Toko toucan like Sam up there, go out in nature and appreciate the things that you'll find. You can find all sorts of new stories, start new adventures, or find an animal that piques your curiosity.
Very well said, Apple. So on behalf of all of us here, especially our feathered friends, we'd like to leave you all with one final wish.
May your hearts take flight and your spirit soar forever.
Namaste.
So much. You've been so awesome. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Please allow for physical distancing while exiting the theater and wait until other parties have cleared in front of you. We appreciate your patience and cooperation.
Explorers and friends, thank you for joining us for Feathered Friends in Flight. Have a wonderful rest of the day exploring Disney's Animal Kingdom.
He's the one with the...
Well, that was fun. It's filling in a bit more. So the bird that does the singing, I've seen that bird on some large
But we've seen it here.
TV shows, right?
I don't know if it's the same bird.
Say large TV shows, I mean major networks. Pretty incredible. You can definitely confirm the owning a parrot, the work it is. And I don't do the work, I just have to hear it in the other room. They're full of character, no doubt about that. So we're just going to take a loop around back to Flame Tree Barbecue where we're going to have lunch. Look at this line. What's this line for?
Safari.
This is the safari line now? Oh my goodness. All the way back here behind Tusker House. What's the weight show on the app?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have my phone out. I would say at least an hour. Look,
Oh, it's still going. Oh my goodness. Way back there?
There's the end of the line right there.
End of the line. Kilimanjaro Safaris. We're going to be in Pandora pretty soon. We're at Festival of the Lion King.
Got that out of done out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this Saturday is going to be very popular.
It says 35 minutes. That is not 35.
Yeah,
Avatar's an hour and a half.
that might be a little optimistic.
Might not have updated yet.
Now this building was under construction the last time we were here, correct? That's a Club 33 location?
So he would never eat potatoes or food or anything else because he only grew rice.
Oh, pardon me. Certainly. We're going to take you to Pandora. As we mentioned. And you'll hear the distinctive sounds change. I do want to look at these lily pads. We went on a tour with Debbie, and a lot of lily pads in the lakes locally here, the flowers were still closed. And there's the yellow ones. They're just beautiful.
Money back. That's good. Don't question it.
You know what it's like.
I am drinking right now.
Wait till this announcement's over. All right, well that's going to wrap this up for us. We're going to go have lunch at Flame Tree Barbecue. So for now, I might check back in one last time before we hit the flight. We'll see how time allows, so look for that. And thanks for joining again. Hope you're having a wonderful, let me get here so they can see you, a wonderful Saturday morning. And hopefully we'll be back if time allows. But thanks again, Texas Takes, take care. Hope to see you one more time.